Hey, fellow babies, welcome to the 42 show. Today sponsored by Zoom's horrible, absolutely terrible tech support and how much I just want to stuff it up each one of their asses. Fuck you.
You couldn't think of anything else. Yeah.
No, I didn't want to. I'm just so mad.
Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Oh, dear. Not
But
now.
we'll tell that story afterwards. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Streamlabs, can you at least get it right? Wow, that's like two times in a row. Oh, I'm not ready, you pisshead. Okay,
you didn't think of that, did you?
No, I've just been ranting in the background. I'm annoyed if you can't tell, and life is pissing me off today. So, something that's been pissing off a lot of people in Dublin, it's seen, is the portal. Yeah, we talked about this. We said that this was just going to be an absolute crapshoot of people doing stupid shit, right? Well, after the old portal was first shown off, let's show it in its proper form, not in that artist rendition there, right? But within like hours, people were already screwing around at it. Who cares where it is? The art, I didn't have time to totally highlight today, so sorry here. But yeah, within hours of this thing being open, misbehavior began as a drunk woman was caught grinding up against the project on the Irish side and was duly arrested. Right? Yeah, and she was there for like 15 minutes before she got caught too. There's a secondary article on it, but I'm just trying to get to the, the meat of it right here. She uploaded a clip and she explained what happened as well. She said basically she was there for about 20 minutes, very drunk, and was slapping and grinding against the portal before the guards finally stepped in and grabbed her. 20 minutes. Yeah. And another dude
watching.
Well, I bet, and another dude's already mooned the Americans, right? So somebody on Twitter, on X, put someone's going to moon the Yanks via the portal. And then like just 3 hours later, she put another message in quoting the thing that had been shown. Yep, it's already happened. That was quick. So, I mean, did people not see this coming? As soon as I saw the article, I just went, that's not going to end well.
No, it's not. It's not. I wonder how many other people are going to go, look, I'm going to jump through the portal as well. And they do like a running leap at it.
Yeah. And they end up like one of those dogs that runs into a sliding screen door.
There's going to be all these like, mucky faces like they're imprinted onto the glass of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. And what I understand is that Zoom is running the portal, so don't expect tech support when it comes to being mooned from the other side.
Tech support, that costs extra. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Okay. Edom in the chat there. I don't want to say the whole name in case that's the name from PayPal isn't your username as well. But there's a direct donation in 13 Canadian as well, and it just said support. Awesome.
Way!
Yeah, so that's support that works, unlike Zoom's support that doesn't.
Maybe it's for support. It's sending you a donation so you can buy support.
Oh, because I probably have to pay extra for that. We're not even using Zoom, if that makes this even worse, right?
Well, by the way, while we're on the subject, it's Friday, it's payday. Everybody, open up your wallets and get that little thing button working. Where you do the old super chats, because it's pizza night for Dick, and you need some money for pizza. So help the poor fellow out.
Yeah. Yeah, or not. It's okay,
No, make his day.
Oh God! At this point, it's going to be one of these runs. I'm just. So, are you starting yours with the old bratty bint, the chick that went all psycho? Is that where I'm supposed to be? I don't even know.
Well, you've given it all away, so I might as well now. Yeah. So this stupid bitch doctor. Yeah, Sherry Tenpenny. It's about all she's worth. A doctor known for spreading misinformation about COVID-19 vaccines had her medical license restored after it was suspended in August 2023. Tenpenny gained national attention in June 2021 for falsely claiming that COVID-19 vaccines caused people to become magnetic and interface with 5G towers during the testimony before Ohio state lawmakers. What a stupid cow. Yeah, following her testimony, the State Medical Board of Ohio opened an investigation into Tenpenny's statements and actions, and despite repeated attempts to question her, Tenpenny refused to cooperate with the investigation, and as a result, the board suspended her medical license indefinitely on procedural grounds and imposed a civil fine of $3,000. Doesn't sound like enough. However, since Tenpenny has since met the board's conditions for reinstatement, including submitting an application for reinstatement, paying the fine, and certifying cooperation with the investigation to date. The board voted to reinstate Tenpenny on April 10th with a vote of 7-2. The reinstatement will be effective upon processing the necessary paperwork.
It's 7-2. So at least 2 people had an ounce of common sense.
I know.
How could you? This woman shouldn't have a license to sell shoes, let alone be a physician.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't know what kind of doctor she is. But yeah, no, no. Simple as that. The thing was, it's supposed to be indefinitely. She was banned indefinitely, and then they decided to
indefinite until you learn how to fill out a form and pay a fine.
That doesn't make sense.
It's just,
I wonder if they got her to admit she was talking bollocks.
I wish I could have a version of her dictionary, because when somebody says I get paid $25 an hour, I could show them that actually means 50. Indefinite. A few years.
Yeah.
25, 50. Yeah. Right.
Oh, God's sake.
Yeah, that hurts. So let's see here. Remember this guy? This is the guy that got the first Elon Musk chip in the brain. Right. So let me get up to the top here. For some reason, I stayed at the bottom of the article.
He started rusting.
Yeah. No, they didn't make it out of stainless steel.
Someone jammed his finger up his ass and broke it. Or broke their finger. Is that what's happened?
How stupid are some people? I can't believe that. But yeah.
Anyway, that's another story.
So this is the cat that played chess after having this thing put in his head. And I had made fun of the thing. Like, you got to be pretty ballsy to take some Elon Musk beta, let's just try it and see if it works kind of thing, right? But it helped him play chess. But Elon's been doing a little bit of stuff tax-wise or something in the background where he had to be open about things. And they've now had to admit that the plant has already started failing just weeks after it was put in the dude's head. The threads, the things that connect the chip to the person, which are like thinner than a human hair, a bunch of them had disconnected. Oops. A total of 64 threads are in place on the device, but they've lost a bunch. So they've been trying to rewrite the way things work and whatnot. But basically, I mean, by the risk of what I'm reading, if you read through all this, it's a really drawn out thing. It sounds to me that they can either just work around the problem and try to keep it working still, or they could rip his head open again to fix it. Now, ask anybody who has a Tesla how long you have to wait for repairs and whatnot, and how shoddy those repairs are. Do you want to be customer 3000 with the Neuralink chip in their head, and you have to wait 6 months because you had a shower on Thursday and it doesn't work anymore? It's just not up to a good start.
Not really. I mean, the Neuralink company is a completely different company to Tesla, so it should.
Oh yeah.
It should be different, but
yeah. Well, there was a fun thing. The chick that runs SpaceX, she was talked to recently. Elon's a little bit shaky with the decision making for. Hey, we got Greg in.
Let's go.
What? Hold on, Greg. Hold on, Greg. One sec here. One sec. The like developing the chip. Developing the chip is one thing, whether it works or not is good or bad, right? But having it be so beta that the things are disconnecting already in a few weeks tells me it was never ready to go in somebody's noggin. And then, so with the SpaceX girl being asked, hey, how do you feel and whatnot? And, no, it was a NASA guy that was asked, how do you feel? Like, shaky decisions and stuff and whatnot. And the NASA guy was like, oh, it's no problem to us because we don't deal with him. He put somebody in charge of SpaceX that actually knows what they're doing. And he flat out said it and ripped him one. But hey, wow. Greg, how's it going? We're running through some news quick here, so you got to keep up if you're around.
Well, I just came in to say hello. I just finished my stream with Prof. Gertis. We gave some flags away tonight. And I couldn't help but come in here, and I just wanted to tell Duncan. How you doing?
I'm doing, man.
I like your topic, actually.
Well, right. The topic changes every 3 minutes, so right now you're about to get changed.
I like that one, and agree with you.
Yeah, man, it's rough. It's too quick and too much for me. I can't be, putting my money down onto that one.
No way.
Well, why don't you skip to my couple of stories and go, because, a follow-up one with a Tesla.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it. Here we go.
Yeah, so a Tesla driver was left footing an enormous bill after a run-in with a kangaroo. Boing. Revealed a little-known safety feature on the vehicle. Adam Goff took to Facebook to address his fellow Tesla driver in a dedicated group and complain about his bill. Jeff had hit a kangaroo. Sorry, Adam Goff, not Jeff. Goff. Sorry, Jeff. It wasn't Jeff. It was Goff. But anyway, Goff had hit a kangaroo on a rural road. Sorry, my thing's just shifted there. After slamming the brakes, Goff's dash cam caught the car colliding with an animal so softly that it didn't even fall over. It's just like kissed it.
A little love rub.
Yeah, and despite both the car and the creature escaping without a scratch, Goff found himself £264 out of pocket after having to get his Tesla Model 3 serviced following an active hood feature being set off. And what happens is, if there's a crash detected, the active hood pops the rear of the Tesla's bonnet in order to limit damage to the car driver or whatever it's colliding
with. Or the idiot who should have looked before crossing the street. Yeah.
Yeah. So excuse me. So the active hood was deployed. How much it is to get reset? Is there any way I can push it back so it's less embarrassing to drive with? So he just tried popping it back, but no, because what happens is, when this thing activates, it sets off explosive struts that blow the hood open.
Oh my! No.
So even though there was it activated it because it thought there was an accident, but there wasn't really an accident. He just kissed the kangaroo, but it's
I'm sorry, sir. You rubbed the front of your car with a pillow. That'll be $300. What?
It's like setting off the airbag sort of thing, without actually, having an accident. But
so are you guys anti-Tesla?
No, we just don't like some of this. Like in the EV world up in Canada, we reported recently, Greg, 2 Kia owners, just from driving over potholes, had their cars written off because of little dents in the bottom of the battery pack. They considered it unrepairable, and the car gets written off. Now, as an owner of that car, your insurance is affected in the whole 9 yards because you just wrote off a car, and all you did was hit a pothole.
I agree completely. My deal with those things is I travel long distances, and it's just not realistic.
It's not feasible.
Correct.
Unless you're in California on the West Coast with the charger grid. But even then, you've got to rely on them being available, not broken.
But you still have to pay for charging.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
Elon Musk did actually put out a very, very weird statement the other day, basically saying that Tesla
Hey.
is not an automotive, manufacturing industry company. It's an AI engineering company.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. And it's like,
Yeah.
no.
Well, you know why
cars.
he's saying that? He's saying that because of his whole thing where they failed to come up with the Model 2. The stock investors are furious over no cheap model and bad sales. And he's saying, no, our new robo-taxi is going to save the day. Never mind. Right? He's just looking like an idiot. But speaking of looking like idiots, let's not leave Boeing out of the party right now. Because,
I thought you were going to read the super chat.
oh, super! There's actually a direct donation as well here. SSW Custom Sewing direct donation to the Boom Boom Fund. So big thank you there. And there's a super chat from SSW Custom Sewing as well with the big thumbs up. Does that trigger something when I do that?
Fireworks,
That'll
baby.
be for your.
Ah,
That's for the
okay.
pizza fund.
Yeah, okay. Sure. So Boeing, let me find my article
Boeing.
here. Yeah. So in the last, what is it? Not too long, we've got 8 major incidents. So it's a couple of months, right? The CEO resigned and whatnot, and it's still going strong. So a Boeing 737 chartered by Air Singal had veered off, injuring 11 on board. That was May 9th. A 737 operated by Alaska Airlines touched down and cracked a windshield March 18th. Flight from Arlington, Virginia, and so not good. Then there was the blowout of the panel, San Francisco to Rogue Valley, March 15th, detached mid-flight, and that was the whole, that was a big one. March 11th, a significant disturbance on a Chilean aircraft en route to Sydney to Auckland, New Zealand, resulted to injuries of 50 people. Then we got a tire blowing off during the takeoff and crushing a car in the parking lot of a place. Japan-bound flight had to return to Sapporo due to the cockpit window cracking. This was a 737-800 again. And then there was the Boeing aircraft that had the door and the seat. And remember the brutal pictures of that and whatnot.
The window blew out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Boeing are taking the keister right now. And what I wanted to bring up about this is, as I understand it, although I'm not 100% educated on the aviation industry, but maintenance and service intervals and whatnot are set out by the manufacturer. And if you've got this many planes continuously going down, that to me leads me to believe that a lot of the media coverage is correct at pointing it at Boeing, because these intervals must be too wide for this many spread out wide range of faults to be happening all the time. It's not a good look.
Well, it is definitely a situation at the moment that the media are picking up on every single incident that is happening with Boeing.
Right.
But
very much.
A lot of these sort of things will be happening all the time anyway. We just weren't hearing about them.
Well, that could
in
be.
the focus.
Yeah. What do you think, Greg? Throw an
I
opinion in
travel
before
a
we
lot.
switch.
Yeah, I'm 2 million miles on Delta Airlines. I used to pay attention to make sure I was on a Boeing, and now I try to make sure I'm not on a Boeing and I'm on an Airbus. And I do pay attention to that when I'm booking my travel. But I have some friends that are airline pilots, and they say that getting people to work, they're struggling with even maintenance staffs. The world has just transitioned. So Boeing has issues and airlines have issues, and you put those together and you've got a big problem with safety of aircraft.
Yeah. Yeah. Good shout there. Good shout.
Oh, and the real Vladimir Putin. I took care of you, buddy. Sorry. We had go ahead. Staying on your timeline. He is a good dude.
What do you think, Dunk? Where are you going here?
Where am I going? Go back to the beginning, because some sexy things are going to be happening tonight in the sky. And yes, the Earth could suffer the worst solar storm in 165 years, as 6 streams of plasma that are erupting from the sun this week are set to make crash into our atmosphere tonight, and tonight only. Yes, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, revealed today that the worst case scenario would be what happened during the 1859 Carrington event, which set telegraph stations on fire, cutting communications worldwide. I think telecommunications have moved on since 1859 and probably a little bit more fragile.
We had one more recent that really did a number in Montreal. I think it was in the 70s or something.
Yes, this event could also trigger magnificent nighttime auroras, or the northern lights, which will be visible in the US starting around about 11 p.m. Eastern time and lasting through to Saturday.
Thank you, Dunk. I can tell you guys, if you want a little Ukraine trivia right now, due to the magnetic storms and the solar flares over the last 2 nights, they've seen the most dynamic northern lights in northern Ukraine. They were even as visible as far down as Kherson, which is way out of the abnormality. But up in Kharkiv and Sumy and Chernihiv and all those northern regions, even Kyiv, got a little touch of it, seeing a lot of beautiful northern lights. They've been posting pictures of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm expecting something pretty in the sky over Ukraine for a change.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see it great here. I'm British Columbia, few hours north of the border, elevated up into the Rockies. Should get a great show.
Man. And apparently, people in the UK, if you can stay up till 2 p.m., 2 a.m., it should be 2 p.m. during the day. You can see the northern lights in the afternoon, no problem. No, if you can stay up to 2 a.m., apparently we'll be hitting the most of the UK around about then. So cool. Get outside and have a little look-see.
Yeah. Now, I got something here, and I'm sure Greg's going to be able to weigh in on this, because as a Canadian, this blew me away. This is just not how it works, man. So, Texas Spot Power, I guess that's the company, prices have jumped almost 100-fold on tight supply. So, where is it here? I didn't have time to highlight this one. Which include spot prices at the North Hub, which includes Dallas, jumped to more than $3,000 a megawatt hour just before 7 p.m. local time. This is like right now today, versus $32 a megawatt hour the same time last week. What's gone on is a couple of the generating stations are out right now. And so they have their equipment down, and that means that they have to raise everybody's rates.
Correct. I'm reading about it right now.
Yeah. So how like up in my area where I live, I call up the electric company and I get a rate of X whatever per megawatt hour or whatever the rating is. I'm not even sure what it is. And that's just what I pay. And
so your rate is not variable.
No, I've never heard of this before, ever.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well,
so they can just simply raise your rate because they're having problems. They can just go, sorry, capacity and demand. You got to, pay us more. Like that's what the mob do.
Well, I was going to make a comment, but I won't.
Why? Is it rude?
No, it's just.
Go ahead.
Okay. For everything's just out of whack right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, sanity has left the planet,
dude.
So we probably could pull up, not to minimize this story. This is incredibly crazy, but there's probably 100 more that we could find of just ludicrous activities that are happening not only in the U.S. but globally, and it's like, okay. Yeah. How strong are those solar flares? You should join
our research team.
Well, here, let me follow up because this was a two-parter. So, EA Sports, the big EA game company, right? They, last year and the year before, 2023 annual gross profit was $5.63 billion.
Mm-hmm.
a 9.7% increase from 2022. So what is EA doing now? Because it seems that business is going well. They are now seriously considering putting advertisements in the games, because obviously, $5.5 billion in profit, they're poor and they need money now. So you pay how much for a game? They have all this loot box crap and whatnot to suck more money out of you, and that's not enough. Now they're going to put advertisements in the game.
I don't understand it at all.
Do they not like having customers? Is that what it is here?
Yeah, we'll get rid of them. Yeah,
I mean, really, I do not understand it at all, because
it hurts. I can't.
I'm a gamer and I play.
I used to be.
Not only do you buy the game, but then you have to get in-game stuff if you actually want to compete.
Yep.
It's nothing but a money hole.
Yeah.
And
they're making billions, and they're still trying to figure out ways to put their hand further in the cookie jar. Why don't you just make better games and get more players?
Well, then throw on top of it the hacks that I personally believe these companies support. I just believe that completely. They're making so much money.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Let me just check for shout outs here, because I think we got a couple.
Yeah, we got a few in there.
Yeah, here we go. So Jade came in with a $20 super chat. Awesome. Here, we'll get the hearts out. Here, we'll have cigarette hearts. There we go. And
Smoking hearts.
and then we got Fru Kartoffeln. Kartoffel. Oh, I don't know. There's a little dyslexia there. I'm trying. Kartoffeln.
Kartoffel.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah,
Kartoffeln.
Is that it?
Fru Kartoffeln.
Oh man,
Fru Kartoffeln.
That was so much better than me. Wow.
Oh no, perfect first time on you, Dick.
Really? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm going to trust in myself then.
Go with you. If ever in doubt, go with Dick.
Yeah, it was a good super chat too. Totally agree. Crazy people doing crazy things. I couldn't agree more. And then Slick Willie D. Hey, shut up. Okay, there we go. Slick Willie D came in with a member message, and it's the yellow and blue heart. Slava Ukraine.
Awesome.
Yes, very much. So who, what, where? Dunk, we're doing your thing. You want doggy or that
doggy.
Beach? Or doggy? Okay.
Just go doggy. Yeah, because a legally blind TikToker has shared him and his guide dog were kicked out of a Seattle restaurant when a staff member didn't believe he was blind. Yeah. He says, I walked in with my guide dog, Mr. Maple, and immediately somebody rushed up to me and said, no pets allowed, only service dogs. He chronicles his adventures with his partner on the popular TikTok account, Matthew and Paul, which has more than 2.1 million followers. We're not shouting him out. Anyway, shut up.
Wrong person to mess with, though.
Yeah, no. In his TikTok he posted yesterday, Paul had explained that, it's okay. He's a service dog. The bloke looked at me and looked at Maple and he said, no, emotional support dog? He says, no. It's like a guide dog for the blind. He says, I literally had his harness attached to him. Guide dogs for the blind was written on this harness.
The harnesses for like guide dogs for blind are so obvious when you see them. I knew what that was when I was 4 years old.
I know. It's like, do you ever notice an emotional support dog with one of those on? No. Anyway, he said, but apparently the bloke says, well, you don't look blind. What?
It reminds me of the day I told this story on my channel, and I'm going to stick you to your 42 minutes. I'm getting ready to go have dinner. Actually, I just want to jump in and say hi because I miss Dunk. Dick, he's irrelevant, but Dunk I miss. But I went golfing. I was going golfing on a Saturday morning out in California with my brother, and we went up into the Walmart because we needed some golf balls. And as when we went in, we noticed the parking lot was different. There were buses there and all this. We go into the front doors and we say, hey, we're going to get some golf balls, and there's all these people at the door, and they stop us and go, listen, guys, sorry, but no shopping for the next 4 hours. We've closed it down. It's only for people that have handicaps, and we're just doing a little special thing for handicapped people today. So it's, wheelchairs and, very special needs people and whatever. They're the ones can shop in here.
I thought you meant like golfing handicaps.
No. So it was actually the store manager standing there, and so I looked at him. I go, "Do I count as a handicap?" He goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Please come in." I was born that way, so I can't help it. But hey, he didn't want a lawsuit.
That's a and yeah. So
And you
okay.
slapped him with that hand. So anyway, back to the story. Anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
here,
this
let
is-
me put his picture back up because you can't tell he's blind, right?
There he is. Change color as well. Amazing. But this is well. Anyway, there's like we can tell how this story was going. Basically, this bloke is just being an arsehole and just not letting the guy in. But when Paul offered to come back with his dog's paperwork to prove that he was a guide dog, the bloke said, "If you step foot back in this restaurant with that dog, I will call the police."
I should have said yes, please do.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, he didn't call out the name of the restaurant on his TikTok, and
I would have.
Well, this was the thing. He was there were all these TikTokers
Cough,
saying,
cough, Zoom, cough, cough.
You just tell us, and you'll have 1,000 people turning up at this restaurant with guide dogs."
Totally.
I will say I've been on a couple of flights where there were some interesting service animals.
Yeah.
I can deal with a dog, but a miniature pony, that's over the line.
Rooster.
I literally saw a miniature pony walking down through the Atlanta airport.
Wow.
They were not permitted to board, of course. But
Yeah, I
it
mean-
was listen, enough's enough, okay?
What if it has to go to the bathroom?
Are you
man?
kidding me? Exactly.
It's the dumbest thing.
it does piss like a horse.
It actually made a news story. You guys can go look it up. It was like a service little miniature horse. And I'm going, what on earth? And I said, okay, enough's enough.
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy who wouldn't allowed into the baseball stadium with his emotional support crocodile as well.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I'm going, okay, enough's enough. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, boys, I'm heading to dinner. We just finished our stream up and supporting Ukraine, and wanted to jump in here and say hello to you fine fellas in the Shills community. Love you guys.
Take it easy, Greg. Have a
All
good
right.
one, man.
Bye.
See you,
ya.
Dunk. All right, bye-bye, guys.
Woof,
Yep.
woof.
All right. I got one here from OpenAI. And this is one of those things where I don't have the article on the other side. Sorry, 1 second here. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so OpenAI, up until now, they've been very public about this is not meant to be making deep fakes and nasty pornography and whatnot and yada, yada. Feel good for me in the public while, I ingest billions in investor money. So now they've totally flipped the script. They are now totally properly considering allowing users to create AI-generated pornography. They said their thing wasn't going to be used for deep fakes and so on. And we've seen so many come from OpenAI and their whole system. It's not funny at all. So can you imagine what's about to happen to celebrity life and with angry ex-boyfriends, girlfriends, and so on when you can make fake pornography using OpenAI? This is going to be bad.
I'll have to learn how to use it now.
Yeah, but you have to get one of those little old wooden sex toy things that we reported on.
Oh dear God! Yeah, no, they found a way. They found out it made money.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. So, when it comes to if you're an avid viewer of pornography, if you want to make sure that you're not shaking your bacon at something that's really faking, Make sure you know where you're getting your content from.
It would be quite interesting if, so like, if so like pornography, you don't like search for what you're looking for. Your deprived mind can come up with, because they haven't filmed that. Oh, that's no good. No, you just got a text input and you just put in whatever sordid thing you want, and it will just bring up the images. It will just do it for you. His mind is dirtier than yours.
Yeah, no, come on. I'm enough of an old man that I don't want to even consider the thought of that.
There'll be people just trying to out porn it. Just to come up with something that even it can't even imagine.
If you ever find this Reddit thread, don't ever give it to me. I don't want to know. I'm no prude or anything, right? But it's just, think of how far this could go. It's wrong.
Yeah. But if you do find it, come on Discord and message me. Let's have a laugh.
Yeah, he'll call it research.
Right. Okay.
Sick fuck.
Talking of sick fucks, there was a cruise ship inadvertently sailed into New York City port with a 40-foot dead sei whale across its bow. The whale, an endangered species, was discovered on the MSC Merrigabriela cruise ship,
otherwise known as the Kill 'Em All.
When it was docked in Brooklyn, Andrea Gomez, a spokesman for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Oh God, they're getting in
again.
Yeah.
Did they pay us for this? I don't remember cashing any checks.
Tonight's sponsorship from NOAA. Anyway, they confirmed the whale as they confirmed it was a whale. Yeah, it is a whale. Yeah, we know that. But it's
not a penguin.
It's in disguise. Yeah. So how was this? The cruise company MSC Cruises expressed their sadness over the incident and assured that they would adhere to regulations designed to protect marine life. I mean, at the moment, they don't know whether it was live or dead when the ship plowed into it.
I have a hard time believing a whale is dumb enough to let a slow ship like that, crash into it. I'm sure it was a carcass. Come on,
certainly not one as classless as an MSC cruise ship. A decent cruise ship.
Where's the Love Boat when you need one?
Take out the Titanic. Pretend to be an iceberg or something.
Hey, Gavin McLeod, stop hitting whales, you sick prick. He was the one that drove it. He's the captain, right?
Right. And we're out.
Aussie T, I get a new raccoon. Woohoo! The Shills family. That was a member message that didn't get shouted out there. So we've got an after show coming up right after. I got enough beer in the fridge, so it won't take us very long to start the after show. Give me like 5 minutes. There's a redirect as soon as the credits end, and we're going to the credits now so we can thank the team. Thanks for joining us. See you in 5 minutes.
Let's do it.
Click like, share, and subscribe. I still can't say that properly. That's hate doing
job.
that.
You're taking my job away. That's my job.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, hit it.
Okay.
So, we just did our best Bob and Doug McKenzie impression. So thanks for watching there, everybody. Thanks to CF Beauty, who runs the teams in the background there. We also got BME, PJ CNET, Crazy Cat, Shane Caldwell, and Sketch Crasher. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody so much for the donations and stuff. Hopefully, we'll get a pizza. We'll have to wait for a month before Google pays out. So let's send him a direct donation so you can get a pizza tonight. Anyway, shut up. But thanks for all your donations. It helps keeps things running around here. It keeps Dick in pizza and bit like that. And don't forget to hit like on the way out. I'm going to do that right now. Well, actually, I don't need to tell you this because Dick's already done this. He told you to do this, but he didn't tell you to go share it. Share us out. Share us as wide as you can. And pretend to be a whale. Pretend to be a whale and be hit by a big ocean liner saying, the Shills, watch the Shills. And we'll see you all on the after show that was going to start any minute now.
We got to go right now to set it up. So bye.
Bye. Kissy kisses. Stay tuned.